Okay, back for part two of our course. We went through the syllabus in the first one, and we talked about how to respond and how to interact with me and that type of thing. And I told you the video orientation video part one will be here, and this is part two, and the syllabus is right here. So let's look at the next thing I want to look at is where your SurePath usually is. So if you click on SurePath, my SurePath will take me to this, and it's a much abbreviated form than you're used to probably because there aren't as many things in it. So notice how I expanded that. You have access to the textbook and all the lessons that are associated with it. You're not getting graded on the lessons, but they're there if that's how you learn. So if you're a very audio and visual person, then you're going to want to watch you're going to want to work through these because they have that audio component, they have the visual component, they stop and ask you questions, so it's a little bit more engaging if you need those. Not graded, just available. Remember back on from our course map, let me pull that over. So on our course map, we had a HESI Prep EAQ, so that is found right here, HESI, the EAQ on professionalism right there. However, the two other things in our course, the case studies and the NCLEX prep, are not in SurePath. Let me show you where those are because someone's going to say I didn't do it because it wasn't in the SurePath, and I'm telling you right now, here's where to find that. So let's go, for example, if I go to week 3, I have a case study due. If I open up my SurePath on week 3, it looks like all I've got to do are these 3 chapters, chapter 6, 7, and 8. Read through those. If I want to do the lessons, I can do those. But I can't find my case study. So where do you go for your case study? Go back to your course, go under your course materials, and you're going to click on, I'll change that name right now. It'll say case studies. So when you click on your case studies, it's going to give you these. Now, depending on how yours opens up, it might look a little different. Hopefully, it'll come up where it says assignments, and it'll show you those assignments that are due. It shows you that due date. It shows you that it'll be graded. Remember, let me pull this back over. On our case studies, it's graded on that first attempt by this due date. So let's look at that. It's graded. I'm telling you now, it's by that first attempt, and here's when it's due by 23:59 on June the 1st. Let's see if that lines up. 23:59 on June the 1st. Sure does. That means on Tuesday, June the 2nd, you'll have that grade in the grade book for that one. So you can see in week 3, week 4, week 5, I have 3 case studies back to back. 1, 2, 3. You'll also notice that they're all open to you. Some of you like to work ahead, which is completely fine. You're able to work ahead on any of these assignments. You just have to have them due by the due date. Now, the next thing we're going to notice is I have an NCLEX Prep EAQ. This NCLEX Prep EAQ is in week 6. If I go to my SurePath, in week 6, I'll notice that I've got my chapters for that week. I've got chapter 13 and chapter 14. And this one allows me to click on it right from here. So fortunately, I can get my NCLEX prep and I can get my EAQ, my HESI prep EAQs right from my SurePath. But my case studies are the one that's in this other place that I get to from here, from my course here. I hope that answers questions on that. Again, once the due date has hit at 23:59, they won't be opened back up. So I want you to stay on top of this course map. And again, if you have any questions, first of all, go through everything, look through watch the orientation videos, go through the course, see if it makes sense to you. Your first thing is on Monday the 12th. I'll have that 2-hour open virtual office hours where I'm just there, and I'll leave that link. Let me show you where I'll leave it. I'll leave that link right here so that you can click into office hours if you're interested in that. And then after that, if you need anything, you're going to reach out to me via email. And knowing that on Mondays, it'll probably take me about till noon on Mondays to get everything graded. I will post an announcement here every week with how many points were available. And then you can go right to the grade book and figure out how many points you got in each of those areas. So based on our the map that's within our syllabus, only one thing, except for this week down here, is due every week. So that means the points will show you what you were able to what was available to you that week. So then you'll be able to go back to the grade book and refer to that. Again, if you have any questions, shoot me an email, and I look forward to working with you in this last and final semester for your ABSM. Thanks, guys.